What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. Recently I returned to Destiny 2 and I've been having a lot of fun playing through the Witch Queen campaign and just generally doing all the activities that are in this season of Plunder. But something that I also wanted to do was catch my other two characters, namely my Hunter and my Titan, up to current progress, and I discovered that I never even did the Shadowkeep expansion or campaign on that character. So I thought it would be cool to actually play that through, completely over leveled of course, but using it as a way to level up some of my guns and just for like a little bit of sit down and play, only to discover that I came up to a point where I was kind of like stuck, and I spent a huge amount of time trying to figure out how to get past this step, and I finally did. So I thought I would bring a short video to the channel just to possibly help someone else that comes into a similar situation that I was in and hopefully save you a little bit of time. Now the situation I'm referring to is when you are going through the Shadowkeep campaign, eventually you will come up to this mission here, which will require you to have a full dreambane armor set equipped. Now this was no problem at the time of playing the actual campaign of Shadowkeep, because you would naturally get it through the progress that you would get in these quests that were the essence of fear, the essence of anguish, the essence of, you know, all of these different ones. And generally how they would work is you would get each one of those quest steps and you would move through them, and some of them would have you, like for instance, doing a bunch of bounties, some of them would have you doing a mission, some of them would have you killing a specific enemy type. And then what you would do is you would actually come back to the table here and you would cleanse it. So you would actually finish the quest here, and that would give you one of the pieces of gear, and you would be able to get all the 5 necessary armor pieces that you need to progress further on in the story. Now the problem that I came up with is by the time I got to this point, I was able to get Essence of Pride, fine, no problem, Essence of Isolation, no problem, Essence of Fear, no problem, and also Essence of Despair, no problem. But my big issue was that for some reason Essence of Anguish, I could not reacquire it from here, and I could also not progress in the quest since it was missing in my quest log. I also checked Eris as well, and in her inventory I could see that I could actually get the 4 pieces that were missing here, and still I couldn't figure out why I couldn't solve this, because that quest wasn't present in my quest log anymore, and the old way of unlocking it, aka proceeding through the Shadowkeep campaign and doing a bunch of bounties, which would then on the 3rd bounty completion actually prime this quest for you to start, was also not happening. So I was super stumped, I didn't know what to do, and it kind of seemed like I couldn't progress any further. I also just ran over here to this to see maybe that the tooltip was incorrect and that you actually didn't need that armor. Still I could not progress and I didn't know what to do. After messing around for far more time than I'd like to admit, I remembered that there is a quest archive, or rather an abandoned quest archive terminal in the tower. And if you come to this terminal, every single quest that you've ever abandoned, whether it's an exotic weapon or any kind of step that you've abandoned along the way, is actually collected here. And more specifically, if you go to the past here, this has the area where all of these essence of anguish and fear and whatever quests are compiled. So whether I actually had a full quest log at some point in time and this kind of just fell off, or I actually ended up deleting it or abandoning it at some point because my quest log was too full and I was trying to make space for something else, that's regardless. The bottom line is, if you are stuck in a similar situation where you cannot pick it up off that table and the quest is not appearing organically while you are progressing through the Shadowkeep campaign, then you will most likely find it here, as it has been abandoned to this table. You can simply click acquire here, which I've already done, and then you will notice that it is listed in your quest log and you can actually proceed further, and that is going to allow me to finally get the 5 pieces of dreambane gear that I need, and I can actually proceed to the story and complete it. And that's it for the video. This confused the shit out of me, so hopefully it saves you a little bit of time, but thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. Go ahead and have a fantastic morning, afternoon, and evening wherever you are in the world, and until next video, fucking cheers.
They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me.